told her once I get back to my mama, I gotta smell like ass balls and sweat. I can't be smelling like fresh Dove. Hey, it's your boy AJ back with another freaking video, and today I'm here with another story time. This story time is about when I was a runner, when I was a track star. I was gone, okay? This is one of the story times about when I ran away from home, child, for the dumbest reason, craziest reason, but look here. I was living for the Lord, and you gonna understand as the story progresses, you gonna understand what I mean by that. I hope this story time does not get back. Let me tell you something, mama, if you're watching, stop now. Stop now. But if you're not my mama and you ready for the story, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna keep on talking, okay? So we finna get on into this story, you guys. Run this motherfucking intro and we finna get into it like a rocker and a sucker, okay? Like a rocker and a sucker. So you guys, this story starts on one Sunday morning, you guys. I woke up. Well, I didn't wake up. My mama woke me up. And it was time for us to do our weekly visit with the Lord. So, you guys, it was Sunday. I really vividly remember loving going to church. Sometimes I didn't feel like going, but most of the time I was like, girl, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna party in the church. Hey, I was ready to go to church. And another reason is because we used to go to, I don't want to go to hell, but we used to go to teen church, you guys, and some of the boys used to be fine in there. So I used to be ready to go.
Need your head wood, baby.
It was one morning I had woke up for church, you guys. My mama had woke us up for church, and I did not have my church clothes ready. I had a bad habit. Bad habit of just, you know, waking up the morning of and pulling whatever I can out of my drawer and just putting it on, child. I had a bad habit of doing that. So you guys, these clothes I pulled out this Sunday morning, look here, they were not ironed. I'm pretty sure they were ankle beaters. It was a mess of an outfit. I'm pretty sure it was just a whole over mess. I was trying to come as I was to the church house, and my mama was not living for it at all. She was like, look here, I told you to iron your clothes last night, and you woke up. First of all, you wasn't even up this morning. I had to come in here and get you up. And then when I woke you up, you pulled up anything out of this drawer. Like, once you supposed to have your clothes ready last night. And you know, I'm not really like doing any, like, you know, parent shaming, but I feel like as a mom, you should have made sure my clothes. Look at me. Put it back on her. No, but literally, like, I feel like you should have checked and made sure I had my clothes done last night, the night before. But you guys, she was like, look here, you got all this going on this morning. You're not going to church with me. You're not. I told you you had your clothes ready last night. And the clothes you get ready this morning are ankle beaters. Not ironed at that. Just a mess. No. I was trying to come as I was, and my mama said, no, you're not coming as you are at all. So you guys, after my mama told me she wasn't taking me to church and I wasn't going to see the Lord this weekend, really going to see the boys or the fine man that was in the church. I don't mean to play. I'm not playing with God, you guys. I'm not playing with God, but I'm being completely, if we're going to be honest, I'm not going to sit in front of this camera and lie. I'm not going to say every time I showed up to Sunday service, it was for the Lord. Most of the time it was. 99.9% of the time it was, but that 1% I had some boys from my school go to the church. I remember, and then some of them that didn't even show up. They only showed up one Sunday out of the month, and that was the third Sunday when we used to go over to the gym. Y'all are going to hell, not me. Those are the boys going to hell. They only showed up the third Sunday to go to the gym. Guys, I'm pushing it out to my mama's car with these ankle beaters, and my mama said, back the fuck up before I do you like Will Smith.
Back the fuck up, and I'm gonna do you like Will Smith.
She literally got in the car and crunk it up and left. She got in the car and crunk it up and left, and I remember going through this dramatic heartbreak, running up the street, like following her car, and she was gone. So in my head, I was like, look here, you done drove off. I done got out here for church. I'm going to church in your car on my feet. I'm going there. So I started to dodge and chart down the street. I used to stay in Cordova on this street called Sanka. It was a long way from World Overcomers, child. That's the church I went. It was a long way. But in my head, I said, I'm going to get to this church. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to try to get there. So mama pulls off. I am running behind the car. She pees up X, Y, Z. I'm pretty sure she had like this mental state of, okay, I was just going to go back home, but I had something else in mind. I'm walking past Shelby Farms, and I remember it being such a long walk. Once you pass Shelby Farms, it's this big Baptist church, and before you get to the Baptist church, you guys, it's this Wendy's. I keep saying church, but I really mean hospital. So I remember stopping at the Wendy's, stopping there, getting some water from the front or whatever, and catching my breath in the restroom. I was so hot and tired. It was such a mean piece of a walk, you guys. I'm stopping at this Wendy's, and I don't have a phone at the time. I didn't have no way to contact my parents. numbers. He had all to be like, look here, girl, I did too much. Please take me home. It's hot out here. I did not have a way to contact them at all. And I was still on this little big adrenaline rush. Mind you, I had been walking for like an hour and a half. I don't know what type of adrenaline I still had in me, honey. But I had it. I had it, okay? At this Wendy's, you guys, I fully realized like, hey, I'm not making it to this church. I'm not making it to this church. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to make it to my grandmama's house. My grandmama stayed in Midtown, downtown area. And my mama, she stayed in Cordova. So I don't know how, but I started to push. Now, where this Baptist is the expressway you can get on and you can head to Midtown. But if you go straight and all the way down, you will get to Midtown. So I remember walking, just walking and walking and walking until I seen this area that I'm familiar with. It has like a Kroger and a CC's Pizza, and like an Old Navy, Party City, all this area. And I remember, you guys, this lady had flagged me down because I was like on one of them side streets by myself walking, and I can't remember how old I was. I was very young at the time. She flagged me down and she was asking where I was going, like, where are you going? And I was telling her, I was like, I'm trying to get to my grandmama's house. And I remember she drove me. I got in this car. I was just on such a big adrenaline rush. I would not do this now, you guys, but I got in this lady's car and she drove me down to the Memphis Zoo. I didn't want her to know where I was going. I didn't want her to know where my grandma was. I was like, look, you can drive me here. It's close enough. I'll get out and walk. So she drove me down to the Memphis Zoo, you guys, and I remember walking from the Memphis Zoo to my grandmama's house, and that took me about an hour. It took me about an hour, you guys, probably a little bit more than an hour. And I remember knocking on my grandmama's door, and she did like a big, like a sigh of relief. So that's how I had already knew, like, damn, my mama had, girl, she had been calling the squads on me. She had been looking for me. She had been looking for me because I was like, girl, the way my grandma just reacted, she knew I was missing. So I literally was drenching in sweat, smelling like somebody's pigsty. Just smelled like ass and balls, girl. It was just ass, balls, and sweat because I had been walking since like 7 o'clock that morning. And it was, at that point, it was probably about like 2 or 3 p.m. It was a walk like no other. I thought I was marching on Selma. It was a mean piece of a walk. Even when I got drove a little bit, it was a mean piece of a walk. I remember my grandmama, when I came into the house, she said, you need to take a shower. I said, look here, I can't take no fucking shower. If I take a fucking shower, my mama know I went to somebody's house and freshen up. I told her, once I get back to my mama, I gotta smell like ass, balls, and sweat. I can't be smelling like fresh Dove. I can't take no shower. So I remember my grandmama, she giving me some water and she gave me something to eat. I remember like chilled at her house like 30-40 minutes, no lie. She'll rested for a little minute because it was such a walk. And she ended up driving me out to a Baptist hospital, the hospital that I told you about earlier in the video. She ended up driving me to Baptist hospital. Look here, I called my mama off star 67 and I was on text now. Downloading text now on my grandma's phone. Star 67 the number. I was so super paranoid because I didn't want my grandma, I just threw my grandma in the mix of this shit. I didn't want her getting in trouble at all. Star 67 my mama, and I told my mama like, hey, I'm up there at this Baptist hospital. She was like, no the fuck you're not, because I've been in that hospital, because she used to work up at that hospital. She said, I've been in that hospital in and fucking out. You're not in that fucking hospital. I've already been up there. And I was like, well, I'm here now. And she ended up, you know, my grandma ended up dropping me off at this Baptist hospital, and I stood out there and I waited for my mom to get there. So that's the story about how I ran away, child. I went all the way from Cordova to Midtown. If you stay in Memphis, you understand there's an old nasty piece of a walk, girl, and I just want to go to church. It was all about, I did all that for the Lord, basically. All of that for the Lord. And 1.1.1 of seeing the boys in church, but all of it was for the Lord. Anyways, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. This is all I have to really say about this story time. I'm hot and I'm tired. I gotta film a little something else tonight, you guys. I started my July videos early, you guys. I started filming those at the end of June because, you know, I'm all about a pre-record and get this shit, you know, out to you guys. I'm gonna rest a little bit, you guys, because I gotta get back up out of my bed and film this Cardi B reaction, child. Y'all have probably already been seeing it. But anyway, I love y'all so much. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share, and tune in this Friday for a mental hospital story time. Bye.